Man, I know I've done this more than once or twice, but trying to figure out how to actually like, wait, that's a live I scheduled. Let's start this thing. See how this goes. Let's see. Give everyone a little bit to show up. There we go. What's up, bruh? Okay. All right. So I know I texted a whole bunch of people, but let me know if notifications actually showed up today. And I know I sucked because I was like 7:30, 8:15, 8:30. You know, I'm not trying to make you guys play a guessing game. It's we all have a life to live. Things happen. By the way, mods, quick heads up. Expect maybe a sprinkling of trolls tonight. Had a couple new subs today and very interesting profiles. So have fun. Gonna let some more people show up so I don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over. What do we got here? What do we got here? All right, we got Matt. All right, what's up, Matt? Matt, Sheena, Andrew. Yo, Lord Gordon. There he is. So, happy Monday, everyone. Oh my goodness, my shirt is so wrinkly. You know what? I'm already wearing it. I'm not changing it. Actually, I might. I'm kind of feeling self-conscious. Maybe I should put that as a poll. Change his shirt, yes or no? What's up, Will? Go change? All right. So, Sheena, while I go change, I'm gonna leave the D out on screen. Mods, let everyone know things just started, but I gotta change the fit. This is just it's just too wrinkly. Can't do it. Bruno, keep him entertained. You know, I just had a lady moment. I was like, I've worn this on stream before. Does it match my shoes? I like Marvel. Y'all see what it is. Let's see, what did I miss? Baseball size is do what? Hold on. You guys are getting hail that big? Andrew, you should have taken out like a bat or your bow and arrow and tried to shoot the hail. That would have been a fun little game. So, those of you that were here Friday, I was a lot less than sober. Fun stream. I apologize for the phone dying, but had it not, I'd still be sitting here today, but my weekend would have been just filled with just grossness, so my phone often saves me from myself, but Oh, by the way, let's see. Oh, there he is. There he is. No, yeah, Joe, it was so timing is everything in life, right? And when I go back and look at how the stream died, and I'm just sitting there like just a tipsy pelican, just Glenn Cairn just fully down the throat. I was like, uh no, let's just end it. New logo, yeah. Shout out to Joe Unfiltered for yeah, that's it's just a barrel of whiskey in the water. Joe Waters, whiskey with waters. It's very fitting. But shout out to Joe for helping me with that. Hey, what's up, Flay? How we doing, man? Flay, by the way, if you wanted to ever see my D, this is a Stag 24D. The very first year Stag Junior came out with a D release. So, but you know how this works. Water first. By the way, now that we have more people here, happy Father's Day, fellas. Life is crazy sometimes, but I made sure to try and reach out to every single one of you guys, show up to your streams to make sure you guys were appreciated because we all know how life can be. Look at all these people here. Love to see it. All right, so I'm in the mood for a little bit of D. So everyone knows how this works. Joe Unfiltered is our resident. Tell us what this tastes like, guy. You guys join my stream for conversation, and I can tell you that this bottle is every bit worth of the $60 I paid for it. I paid $60 for it. Would I pay up to $150? Probably. It's a tasty D, but more than that, I'm not paying $200 for that bottle. Anyone that does, hard pass. Definitely another Monday. So it sounds like everyone is doing. Sounds like you guys are more blessed than stressed, which is what I like to hear. All right, Beans. We'll see you in a bit. So, Joe Unfiltered. This, like I say, Stag. Ever since I've been able to try, because I've sampled a great many things. The Stag or Stag Junior is still always going to be a top 5 for me. Just the nose of it, the finish. And it's like a lot of other bottles. When you first open it, it drinks a tiny bit hot, but once air hits it, it's just so amazing. But like I said, you are our resident tasting notes, this and that. My nose smells. I don't know. I don't know. It's not oak. It's good. It's good whiskey. And see, I like something with a little bit of a higher proof. That's not too overwhelming. Which is why I wanted to try something like the Penelope ALW, because I really want to, or no, I want to try a hazmat Stag compared to this Stag, just to see, okay, really how hot is the start and finish? Is it really like something where I can't appreciate the tasting notes? Because whatever I'm supposed to taste, I know I'm tasting here. I'm not just tasting straight burn. I know anyone that's joining this for the first time asking or wanting to know about whiskey, I am a shit tutor. I'm sorry. However, every bit worth your money. All right, let me catch up on chat. What do we got going? Four Roses small batch. Angie, you gotta get the on the Stag D. I get sweet cream, pineapple. Okay, Joe Unfiltered, I love you to death, but how the hell do you get pineapple on that? Tell you what, I'm gonna close my eyes and do what you do. Just accept it. Mm, do I taste pineapple? Has he been? Have you been drinking pineapple juice? I don't know, man. Um, and see, when people say certain things, you put that in your head. It's like, oh, I do taste that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Some things just taste like wide open ass and grossness, and we all know it. We're afraid to say it. You know it's garbage, but you paid the price. You're gonna pretend you like it. Joe, the devil faces are just not a response that helped me right now. What do we got? I didn't get the joke. Okay, well, that's not very often. So, anyone have anything crazy happen today? Because I had a little back and forth with my boss, but before I, go down that road and palather, figured if anyone has anything crazy they wanted to talk about. Because sometimes my boss is a dick ass butt nuts. Y'all know how that works. It's not bad. Okay. Does anyone agree that wild turkey 8 year is? Will, I'm not going to say you're crazy. I am just going to respectfully disagree. The 70th wild turkey is just such a good bottle. And it's a shame that people, like most other bottles, mark it up so high that it's almost impossible to find for less than $100 now. But I've tried the 8 year, I've tried the 70th. I've actually got both back there, but me personally, I like the 70th. And when I've done a blind comparison, I can tell the difference for sure. Short 3 day week for me. So, Al, are you off for Juneteenth? Because for me, it's federal, but it's not one of my paid holidays from my union. So I've got to work Wednesday and Friday in order to get paid for that, or not get. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. Andrew, you've only taken one. Oh my goodness. I honestly wish I could say that with everything that's been going on in my life, but only one day off, man. But yeah, for whatever reason, our union, um, every couple of years will switch days between what's a paid day, what days we have off without pay. It's a whole rigmarole of ridiculousness. And all I know is that this week I'm off Thursday, but I need to make sure I work Wednesday and Friday to get. It's silly. Now, if I were to request off on a schedule and be like, I'm not going to be here Friday, then it's fine. But you can't just call in that Friday and be like, I'm not coming in. So I think it's like 4th of July this year is what, on a Friday or Saturday? I think it's on a Saturday. So normally that's a paid day for us from the union, but since it falls on a weekend, it's nope. But if you're not there Monday, they're, yeah. What are you going on? So Andrew, when you go on vacation, you make sure that you can take your bike there, or the fourth is a Friday. Okay, so all right, so there you go, Will. So that was my confusion. All right, so the fourth is a Friday, which means with my union, if I don't work Thursday or that Monday, I won't get paid for that Friday. The 4th of July is a paid day if I work the day before and the day after, unless I put on the schedule, hey, I'm not going to be here. So that's one of those things where if you, if 4th of July, you're going out of town on a Friday and you plan to be back on at work on Monday, you get a little too drunk over the weekend. On Sunday, you're like, oh, I'm not coming in Monday. Well, if it's not on the schedule, you don't get paid for that day off. So you miss 2 days of work. And for me, that's literally, I'm not going to say how much I make. It's missing a day of work it's terrible. Hey, Flay, it's all good, man. I'm always late to your comments too, buddy. Yeah, Joe, short weeks are nice when they pay you for it, and yeah. So I was what, 14 or 15 when I started working in restaurants, and I went from busboy to server to bartender to manager, general manager, district manager, this and that. Working nights and weekends is, I respect anyone that can do it. Um, not to talk about my ex, but it's like I had different responsibilities. So instead of managing restaurants, I was like, you know what, let me get an actual um 8-hour day, this and that. Joining a union was the best thing I've ever done. And for me personally, you work a full 8 hours, they pay you for the work you do. Um, Nights and weekends off, and if you do work nights and weekends, they pay you a lot of money. And if I work holidays, that's double time. So sometimes I've actually hoped it's like, please let this job site be open Christmas Eve. Like I can connect with my family later. Like I would love to make double time and a half. Like that, $90 an hour sounds really good right now. Like, but when it's just crazy because working nights and weekends, uh, it sucks. You're not able to deal with a lot of things in life that you need to. You have to find constant daycare. You have to find this. You have to find that. There's a lot of things that aren't conducive to working nights and weekends. And I'm very Italian. Don't ban me, YouTube, with my hand gestures right now. But I'm rambling. Let me get back to chat. Save me from myself. Was overnights and day. Yeah, so that's one of those things you also have to do is you kind of suffer through the nonsense until you get to where you want to be. So I went from managing restaurants, being in charge of 130 plus employees, to being at the bottom of the totem pole when I started the union. And now I have a guy in his 20s telling me what to do. Hey, we need you to unload this truck. Okay, I'll do it. You need to move faster. Like, no, ixnay on the bitch nay here, because listen, I'm only gonna get but so fast at certain things. I'm just now learning, but I'm a grown ass man and I've been in charge of way more people than you ever have. We're gonna have a civil discord here. So I don't work for you, I work alongside you. If you come in with a clean vest, a button up, some khakis, and clean work boots, I know you're my boss. Outside of that, we work alongside each other. Let's cut through the bullshit, you know. So there was one week I had a guy that was like, all right, let's put up our paychecks against each other. Who can hang more duck in one day? I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. I was like, are we talking start to finish, or it's you slapping it together and bullshitting it? So in one day I hung 300 feet of ductwork. He only went 275. And he's like, yeah, I bet my shit don't leak though. I was like, I hung more and your shit has to come back down because you went through dry. Look, sorry, I'm rambling. Hey, what's up, Alf? Thank you, Al. Hey, how we doing, man? All right, so enough about me. Once again, everyone joining in, I hope you had an amazing Father's Day. I hope you got to hang out with your dad. I hope if you have children that you got spoiled or that you got recognized, because that's honestly the best thing about Father's Day is just being recognized and appreciating what you have around you. And I decided to go live today, just made sure everyone had a good weekend. But let's see. All right, so you know what? Flake, I got to figure out how to put polls up in my chat. Who wants to see Bruno? Does anyone want to see Bruno, the guinea pig? The whiskey guinea pig. I'll whip him out. I've actually got food for him. He can probably chill for a little bit. We want Bruno. We want Bruno. Fathers fight back. Welcome into the channel. Okay. Ardell, that is a tasty joke. Hey, okay, father. Okay, so ST. All right, so fathers fight back mods. He's a cool dude. All right. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? No, I got you, man. I got you. I got you. I'm seeing your comments now, man. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate you. All right, so if people want to see Bruno, give me a minute. But anyway, so we had who was that? Will asking earlier about the Wild Turkey 8-year. So I just wanted to show this real quick. I purposely bought a bottle that has like a just a misplaced derpy label on the front. It's just offset. It just I tried to make it to the shelf. When I saw the bottle, I had to buy it. Like it's just I won't open it just because it's this is me. I'm Wild Turkey 8-year. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. Oh wow, wow. No, I'm sorry. That's the 70th. Excuse me. Where's my derpy bottle? All right. Well, y'all just saw that. Here. All right. So y'all saw me being derpy. Here's the derpy bottle. Just all kinds of misplaced on the label. Just insanity. Like what is that? Like there's no ability to keep that straight whatsoever. Like, but you buy it. That's funny. I completely made a fool of myself showing the wrong bottle. But hold on, we got a lot of comments going on right now. Joe, are you from the, Ardell says I have a very, okay, you think I have a flat accent? All right. You want the radio voice? What kind of voice do you want, Ardell? You tell me. I can hit you with the country, you know? No, I'm from Southern Maryland. I actually changed my voice because this is my normal voice, but it doesn't make sense coming out of this body and face, right? So usually I elevate it, make people feel good about themselves, talk to you as normal. But no, if this is how I usually talk. When I'm at work, this you approach me, this is how I'm directing you, this is what you're doing, get out of my face, let's go. Or when I'm dealing with merchants at a liquor store, bro, no one's paying that. I've got cash in hand. Give me the damn bottle. There's no filters here. You can clearly see there's no filters. I just don't like to fake my voice for an entire stream, you know? Subtle joke for those that know. What's, if you know you, what? We're not doing that. Yeah, you know how it is, Ardell. Keep the deep. Yeah, all right, so I should keep the deep bass. If that's what people want is forearms and bass, we can do that. It's actually kind of really relaxing. Talk as my normal self, you know what I mean? The pretty makeup filter, man, get the vascular. All right, you know what? Last time we had to do an armless stream because everyone comments in the forums. Once I get better angles and this and that, you will stop comment. Look, it's not flexing. Hey, what's up, Bruno? All right, so Bruno Scheisse has shown up, which means I need to whip out my guinea pig. No diddy. By the way, I've had one or two people message me outside if you're asking to be a mod. I'm not adding more mods right now. Not because I don't enjoy you as people, but I don't want my whole chat room being blue at the moment. But people keep showing up, so I'm not gonna fight it. See, every time I do this, it's like, who's judging the vascularity? No, Bruno, you're good, man. One more won't hurt. I could be a grease monkey and I'm good with them. Okay. No, wait, hold on. It took me yeah. No, I got you. Well, there you go, buddy. No more. No more mods. Actually, no, no more high proof. By the way, anyone new here, small sample. You got Stag, Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor. I got some Maker's Mark, you know. I literally set these bottles up real quick just for a stream. This is not the entirety of my collection by any means. It's just a way for people to be like, what's that? What do you pay for this? What do you pay for that? And I also like having bottles. Like if you were to check out my short earlier, they want to charge $150 for one of these bottles. I paid $42. What guy in their right mind is going to pay $150 for sit and spin? All these local liquor stores can sit and spin. I'm never paying that. Never. I'm retired at age 43. What's that? Five kids and one wife. That's I'm not making fun. That's just a rarity. That's that's what's up, man. But yeah, once again, I hope everyone had an awesome weekend and Father's Day. This was just me going live on a Monday just to see who would show up and just chat for a little bit. I really don't ever start with topics. However, I'm still a little bit upset where it's like trying to find bottles at cost is you almost spend too much time out of what really matters in life, because at the end of the day, right, what really matters in life, it's your family, your mental health, being there for everyone, and then it's like you're also allowed to have your hobbies. Me, I love to fly kites. There's nothing that makes me happier than flying a kite. But if I can also find a good bottle of whiskey on the way to the beach when I'm flying a kite, bonus. I don't understand certain. I'm never gonna pay certain prices for bottles or experiences in life. I'm not going to pay your markups. Just not gonna happen. And yeah, I don't spend time or money on things that I can't afford. And that's the way I try and live my life every day. If I'm going to take the time out of my day to do this and that, well, I'm going to make sure that everything else in my life is accounted for first. I'm not ever going to short myself on bills or life because I wanted to find a bottle at cost. I do. I like to go fly a kite. Oh, okay. So Bruno, you know what's funny is because I work in sheet metal, I have screws that were comparable to fit around that would, make the grill work. So I did that. I did get the replacement screws from the company, but at that point it's like actually mine work better. So my NFL team is the Redskins. I'm going to say it. It's not they will always be the Redskins. BRB. Joe, what's more important to me right now? I'm sorry, I'm selfish, but come on, man. No, I am a huge Washington area fan. Now, when it comes to college, I am a West Virginia University fan. Def. So Ardell, when I was young, I was a huge Orioles fan because of Cal Ripken Jr. because I live in Southern Maryland, and then because I went to Camden Yards a whole bunch of times. But after Cal Ripken retired, the Orioles were a shit franchise for the longest time. Nationals came back into town, gave me a reason to be. So ever since I switched from Orioles to Nationals, like a lot of other people, I'm not ashamed to admit it. This message is hid for review. We can say Redskins and Indian. Okay, I don't know why they would. It's because of the R word. All right. No, yeah, it's, dude, it's 2025, man. No, YouTube hid his comment for, yeah. Yeah. No, YouTube is so dumb with who they decide. Like, 99 of 100 comments you are absolutely allowed to say. And then one comment you say, it's like it's been held for review. It's like he's been here the whole time. No, okay, well, are you asking me to say it? Because it's just so funny. It's, it's not the N word, but saying the R word just, you know, some people are retarded. It's not in this, well, not diagnosed, but in their actions. Like you can be mentally retarded, but some people it's like, bro, you're retarded. And it sucks that became a synonym for people that do dumb shit to call them the R word. But I'll never call someone that's actually that the R word the R word. I only call dumb people the R word, which is maybe bad on my part. So, Will, is it? I don't know how to ask this question. I don't know if it matters to anyone. So, I have a cousin who is extremely autistic, but he's like a human GPS. If you're lost and your phone dies, he will tell you how to get from A to B, C to D, and he's basically like Rain Man. He's not. I wouldn't call him the R word, but there's a. I think spectrum is. You guys are getting me into deep thoughts here, but I think spectrum is a proper word for people on the spectrum. My glass is drying out. It really is, Al. This is why Al Gordon is Lord Gordon, managing mod. Um, so for anyone else that saw my short video earlier, I just wanted to show this. Like, how many people? I got to start putting polls up in my chat. How many people think I actually paid $200 for this bottle? How many of you have paid $200 for a simple Rock Hill Farms? Look, from the side, it's pretty sexy. From the back, hey, what's up, JP? Yeah, so this is so I don't want to get too deep into anyone's business or anything, but it's really interesting when you have a family member who's autistic, and also for me personally, well, my camera angle's so bad. Never mind that, but my mom runs a daycare, so ever since the age I was 8 years old, I've seen tons of kids go in and out of the daycare, and she has certifications to take care of all types of children, right? But when you see certain kids with certain needs, it's like, wow, the level of patience and this and that, and the level of understanding, it's amazing. And um, so I have a good buddy I work with who his daughter is very special needs, and there might be he'll work every day 3 weeks in a row, but the next 3 weeks he needs off 2 days a week in order to do certain things for her, and then our union gets mad. You have to be here, like, basically as a union worker, your best ability is your availability, like you're an athlete. And it's like, no, people have real life stuff that pops up. They have to take care of it. But yeah, when someone is autistic, it takes a lot to. I keep moving the camera. I apologize. Angles will get better, but So FFB, like what were you looking at that you were buying? Yeah, let's get back to more positive. No, not that this wasn't positive, but let's get back. All right, Al mentioned my Glencairn was looking dry. I don't know. Anyone that was here Friday saw me kind of make a fool of myself, so I'm definitely not going to pelican this Glencairn again. But I started with a little bit of the D tonight, the Stag D. Still plenty left, but Glenlivet, I actually don't have that here with me. Also, with Scotch, I'm not the biggest fan of Scotch. I'm a whiskey and bourbon guy normally. When it comes to Scotch, I really like Ardbeg. Um, was it Islay type stuff? But Scotch usually for me, I don't like a lot of peat, but I like the smoky taste. Like JP found me a bottle of this thing called Ardbeg Barbecue, where it's like you're drinking a smoked ham. Sounds ridiculous. I love it. I loved everything about that bottle. Let's see. You know what? Let's whip out Bruno for a second. Say hi to the chat, Bruno. Everyone say hi to Bruno, the whiskey guinea pig. Don't touch my Glencairn. Don't you touch my Glencairn. What's that? Yeah, I baited him a little bit, but y'all saw last stream. He's kind of a degenerate when it comes to smelling Glencairns, by the way. By the way, where did I get the lettuce? None of your business. Don't mess with him when he's eating. All right. Tell you what, I've already had a little bit of the D tonight. I'm gonna switch to So the last time I opened this the Keeper's Release was when I was smoking my Glencairn glasses, but Joe, just how you pop a cork. No. Anyway, I didn't actually try it by itself beforehand, so it says bold oak toasted sweetness. Like I said, this isn't the stream to learn where to taste things, but I do know what oak tastes like. It's wood. Toasted sweetness means you get the back end where it finishes not sour. Bold means it's not tame. So let's pour it up. By the way, no drops were spilled on Bruno. Hey. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let's see how long it takes him to notice. There he goes. I've literally sat here for like 5 minutes before he actually notices there's food in front of him. Back to chat. What do we got going on? My sister had a guinea pig growing up, and the bastard would make the Oh yeah, no. So he does. So last stream. So picture the scene from Grandma's Boy where he's like, "Your shit's weak." It'll be 3 in the morning, and this little mofo would be like, "Weak, weak, 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 weak. Your shit's weak." That's what it sounds like. Doesn't matter how much you feed him. Doesn't matter how many pets you give him. See, he loves it. He loves it. He's he's an attention. No, 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 no. It's not my fault. He's a degenerate. I promise. All right, one more for now. That's it. One more for now. I'm not going to let him gorge himself. Trust me, I'm being safe. But no, if he's in any kind of mood, hungry or fed, happy or sad, you never know. He's going to make it sound like a dying smoke alarm, or like the Grandma's Boy shit's weak sound. It's... Who's a pretty boy? No, it's definitely not the devil's lettuce. It's a regular spring mix. No, no. Okay. The barbecue is a savory pour for sure. Dude, JP, the barbecue is amazing. What are you doing? Heartbreak Kid. Oh no, the Heartbreak Kid. That was with Ben Stiller, where yeah, Danny McBride comes out and he's like, "It smells like the devil's lettuce out here." I am a master of movie quotes. It just took me a second to catch up in chat. What's my favorite thing to throw in a smoker? Actually, you know what, man? So it might sound like a basic answer, but I love a brisket, but also smoked turkey, I think, is a very, very close second for me when I'm smoking. Beans wants to see you. But no, smoked turkey. Oh, you're gonna move my phone. You're gonna move my phone. We're gonna get your ass back here. No, 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 no. All right. Beans, he's going back in the cage. No, anyway, my favorite thing to smoke, honestly, is smoking turkey. Because to me, I think oven roasted turkey is beyond overrated. Like, that's why we only eat it on Thanksgiving. If it was that good, why would we not put turkeys in the oven all year long? Because you know why we don't do it all year long. But you give me some smoked turkey, some brisket. What else is my favorite smoked thing? Actually, I prefer smoked wings over grilled wings for chicken wings. Just way better. Yeah, see, smoked fit. Yeah, see, that's why I enjoy smoking things as a. Now, when it comes to a steak, I will, if it's a thick steak like a cowboy ribeye, I will definitely, if I'm using a smoker, I'll, you know how to smoke on a smoker, but if I'm using my charcoal grill, which is what I prefer, wood chips, indirect heat, let that thing smoke for a little bit, and then I'll reverse sear it on a Blackstone or a cast iron pan to get that last initial sear. Last initial. No, that's redundant. To get that final sear. No, but cooking meat is primal. That's why people keep figuring out new grills, new cooking techniques. Like, it's why we have canine teeth. Whiskey and meat are hard to pass up. All right, well, you heading out, buddy? Yeah, JP, smoking a whole turkey that's insane, dude. That's insane. Oh, FFV, a father's fight. All right, I'll see you soon, man. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, so Alan, we call that froked. A froked turkey. I've done that, and I don't know. It's like trying turducken. There's a lot of prep work. There's a lot of this and that, but is it really worth the final result? So for me, when it comes to a turkey, it's I'm gonna take the breast. I'm gonna smoke it because it's just way better than everything else. Bruno, chill, bro. All right. Hold on 1 second. There he goes. Be a grill and whiskey. Andrew, how many texts have we how many personal conversations have we had about this? About what my next level of content's gonna be. Oof. A grill and whiskey stream. Well, I've got a buddy of mine that's going to help me out with the audio visual stuff, so I can actually have, like, maybe some captions and like a clever little sprinkling of videos. It's like, live at 8, do this. You guys know what this stream is so far. If you want to see that kind of content, I will absolutely do it because I've no shame showing my face. I'll gladly show you my meat on the grill. See what I did there? I've got no issue showing my meat. You want it medium rare, well done. You tell me what you want. I'll slap it on and you base it with comments, right? That's how this works. You guys make me absolutely silly. I feel like I can't do this. Like, it's always a forum comment. But this just looks weird. By the way, anyone curious, like any other streamer, I'm going to have a better setup. I'll keep saying it until it actually happens, but yes, I will have a better setup, and you'll be like, oh, this is way better. Oh my goodness, what took you so long? You're still here. Just keep being here, and eventually you'll be rewarded, as will I with hard work in life. So, what do we got going here? Yes, Sheena. What did Sheena say? Okay, all right, Beans. I see you. All right. Whoa, wait, what's going on? What's going on? Andrew, imagine it. Okay, well, so Joe, me and Andrew were actually talking about this earlier. Not so much docking, but locking in on live. Are you able to start a three-way, or am I able to start a three-way live where because I'm trying to do a split live with people, and Joe Unfiltered is obviously my first choice. The man brought me onto his channel, so I am publicly saying that I want to go live with you, Joe, on your channel. But can we do a 3-way, 4-way with Andrew and his amazing wife? Like, I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. We'll figure it out. By the way, Al, in case you're still here, buddy, I'm sorry my Glen Cairn has remained. So I also work Tuesday mornings. You know, I got to be up around like, what, 4:45, so. Once again, bold oak, toasted sweetness. If you have the money, $75 MSRP, I thoroughly recommend you pick up this bottle. It's a good pickup. See, I got to do the radio voice more often. Just let you all know that, like, I'm here for you. You're here for me. I'm here for you. Y'all don't ever expect that when I do it. That's what I love about this. I like seeing the ha-has that pop up in this and that. I'm just saying. I'm 6 foot of awkward, but the voice hits. Excuse me. Let me back up from the camera. Save me from myself. Excuse me. Once again, Andrew, not flexing, just vascular. Now, you know, I tell you what, I'm going to go down the list. Let's elevate the voice. I'm going to go down the list. Is it bold? Okay, it lets me know it's there. Is there oak? There's definitely some wood in here. There's definitely been wood because it's rested in a barrel. Toasted sweetness. So were there staves used in the bottle that were mayhaps toasted? Actually, yes. That's actually a pretty apt description of this bottle. Bold. Hit you here a tiny bit. The oak gets you right here in the mouth. Not so much here or here, but right here. Anyone that gets Tommy Boy references, I feel really bad because, like I said, folks, I'm not the best to tell you what you're supposed to taste. It's just a damn good bottle. It's a damn good bottle. It's good. If you have the means to buy it, you buy it. If you can't, then I'll send you a sample. Money and bottles to me, outside of my Jack Daniel's 14. Oh yeah. Where is it? Hold on. I gotta. There it is. None of y'all are getting me to open this. I don't care if I get the super chat levels. No one's getting me to open this. It's not gonna happen. But no, I'm here to tell y'all what tastes good, what doesn't. I trust your opinions. Hopefully you trust mine. I'm just here literally to connect with people and shoot the shit. Yeah, Al, well, you have 2 of it. Yeah, no, dude, the Keeper's release is really good. I want to say the wildest things before the... Yeah, Joe, you're very good at that, buddy. Damn it, Joe. All right, see, this is why Joe is laughing at me right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Docked on a slide fit. And he made me say it. Okay, 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 okay. Damn it, he went backwards. Well, don't. How forwards you? I mean, you've been very forwards tonight, Joe. So yes. No, JP, I would agree. So I do still have. Yeah. So hold on. Let me Vanna White this shit. Ding, ding, ding. Still got an unopened heart release, but I know how it tastes. So my stream is not meant for me to just keep cracking open new bottles to tell you all what I taste. No, but I will agree with JP. The heart release is an amazing bottle. Way better than, yeah, the keepers. Dude, you know I crack bottles. Come on, dude, Alan, don't do this. Don't do this. You know I crack bottles. I have cracked 4, 5, 6 on this stream in the 2, 3 weeks I've been trying to give you all amazing content or lackluster thereof. I be cracking bottles, bruh. With my paleness, my arms that look like the belly of a newborn fish, just all pale out here, cracking bottles and having fun, and. Yeah, Andrew, you're a funny guy. If you get Andrew and Joe on a split screen live, it's gonna be okay. Well, like I said, because Joe Yu was gracious enough to include me on his live at first, he gets first. I gotta stop. I can't be comfortable because then I'm gonna get arm comments. I don't know how to sit. I don't know how to sit on live with y'all. Anyway, um, so Joe, we can do a live stream where it's your channel and you tag me and him in, like the free bird rule on professional wrestling, where it's like we're a tag team, but there's three of us that walk out that hold two belts somehow. Um, I'm trying to do a split screen live with somebody. Um, Not because I need them to be there, but because I want to. Let's have some damn fun. Let's take a Wednesday. Let's take a Thursday. Let's take a like. Let's have some mid. Excuse me. Let's have some midweek fun. You know. But because Joe Yu was the first one to actually put me on a face live, unlike certain other streamers who just wanted me to call in. Ooh. Sorry, there was a. Damn. I'm not here to make your channel. You're not here to make mine. Oh God, that was rough. That was rough in the throat. Oh wait, what did Will say? See, I'm missing comments. I gotta get like Joe, where I'm just like reading shit off of everything else. Water and so you got me deep voice right now. Hold on. If y'all heard me with a cold, You know what? I'm gonna do that next time. Next time I get stuffy, you would never recognize me. I'm like a baby Barry White. Just wah wah when I get a cold. It's just all kinds of deep and stuffy. You know what? Hold on. Bro, there's Ardell. So hold on. I have to. I love you all, but I have to comment because Ardell came in with the idiocracy reference. It's Brondo. It's got what plants crave. It's got what babies crave. Like idiocracy to me. Before I nerd out and go down that damn rabbit hole, Ardell, thank you, because idiocracy is my top three, four, five-ish favorite movies because it perfectly described the human condition as of today. We're just a whole bunch of functioning fucking idiots. But there's certain scenes where it's like, you went to law school at Costco? Yeah, I got lucky. My dad was an alumnus. There are certain phrases in that movie where it's like, Fuddruckers gets named to buttfuckers. Can't ban me for that, YouTube. That's on it. Literally, it was renamed from Fuddruckers to buttfuckers. I gotta. Is this part of my charm or an aggravation? I don't know. We're gonna keep going with it, but this world is literally idiocracy. Now, the people I have made my mods, I assume they know how to, fit a pegs in the holes, this and that. They aren't the people from idiocracy where they're like, and what's funny about that movie is his name was actually Joe. Ended up being the smartest guy in the world because people are idiots. They're just fucking dumb. And the more you interact with them, and the more this and that, and me, for instance, like my niece turns up. I have a young niece. I fear for the interactions that she's going to have to suffer going through with not just men, but other idiots trying to apply for jobs. Like, this world is so silly. And once again, I am rambling. I have a lot of you that are good at that. You just kind of propose a question, and before I land my fucking plane, I have to catch myself and be like, all right, check my trajectory, and let's get back to chat. Oh, there's Tasia. Hello, Tasia. Hold on. I should not say that as ugly next time. No, I definitely pump my own gas. But what's crazy is if I go to Jersey at a Wawa, those dudes want to come out in a suit and tie pumping your gas. It's like, no, like don't touch my shit, bro. I'm a grown ass man. I can change my own flat. I can pump my own gas. Like, I'm not a hipster with black frames and his parents paying for him to get a mythology degree. By the way, I'm going to ramble for just 2 seconds. Certain college degrees are stupid. I have a college degree. Mine's not dumb. It's in biology and anatomy and physiology. Did I use that for my earnings I'm making now? No. No, I didn't. But you never know somebody's background. I actually have real life knowledge. Now, when you go to school for mythology, Egyptology, art history, like, no, no, unless you plan on being a teacher, like, your degree is useless. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? What are we doing as a society? You put your parents and yourself into debt to get a degree where you don't even teach people. You're just posting on Facebook all day. I'm no better than anyone else, but I've managed enough people in my life from the ages of 17 to 92. Yes, I actually managed a person in their 90s. Hardest worker I've ever known. He just, I shouldn't have said he. Well, he just wanted to work. He said, I've got no time left. I just want to be of purpose. I was like, I'll take you anytime you can come in. You're 92 years old and want to work? That man could make a 7-layer burrito at Taco Bell quicker than a 17-year-old. It was amazing. It was amazing. I love meeting and interacting with people, but sometimes some people are just like, I don't know how you have survived this long. DeWalt or Milwaukee? Okay. So my company only specifically has DeWalt tools, but I prefer Milwaukee when it comes to hammer drills, and impact drills. DeWalt is better at the just battery rotary drills. That's actually a good question. Actually, you know what? That's actually the first construction question I've ever effing gotten. No, Al. So I'm glad you are too. But for me personally, it was when I went to school, I had a degree to take X-rays, and I was a fully scoped X-ray, this and that. But right before I graduated, they changed their licensure to say I'm no longer legal to take X-rays of the skull, spine, this and that. It's like I spent $26,000 on school to basically go back to managing restaurants. Dude, Ryobi, Joe, I'm about to delete your comment. Ryobi can suck it. I'm giving Ryobi, first of all, Ryobi gets this. I wouldn't spend MSRP on Ryobi, Joe. I wouldn't buy it at a yard sale. Ryobi can literally go to hell. Ardell gets it. Okay, so Gel, maybe for a short-lived mower and this and not Ryobi drills. I'm gonna give Gel the benefit of the doubt here. Ryobi drills on my job site personally are you won't get laughed at, but if you hand me that when I'm up 16 feet on a ladder, I'm gonna be pissed at you, Gel. You better hand me a DeWalt or a Milwaukee before you hand me a Ryobi or something like, bro, I got a job to do. Yeah, Ardell, that's the way to go. Actually curious. Hold on, let's see here. All right, so Bruno's good. You guys are good. I think I'm good. Once again, thank you everyone for joining my my lowly stream here on a Monday. And once again, any fathers in the chat, I hope you had an awesome day yesterday. I went live today just to see what would happen. For the 19th time I've said it. So Ryobi is good if you do dry. You know what, Gel? That's funny because a lot of the No, I get what Gel's saying. Okay. Mm. Oh, excuse me. So for me personally, because of my union, we don't. It's not like they have a contract with DeWalt, but that is majority of what they purchase. But it's so funny. I'll go on certain job sites and I'll go into a gang box. I'm like, okay, I brought my own tools to this job site. I need a drill to use. I open up the gang box, and every single bag says it's tagged for repair order this, and or I pick up one from someone who hasn't been there, and when you put a chuck in the drill, no diddy, but this is what it does when you go to drill. It just like you assholes are wondering why it takes me so long to do certain things when you gave me a shit ass drill. I will say this though, when I'm drilling in the concrete, I prefer DeWalt over Milwaukee, just because it bites down quicker and it just drives in. Milwaukee is perhaps more precise, but when I got to get certain things done in a tight space, giggity, I'm going DeWalt. Yeah, so Andrew sent me a picture of all the Peerless bottles around him he's able to get. And I'm like, why can't I find these here? Why can't I find them here? What was it? It was the toasted oak, the double oak, this and that. The only thing I can ever find is a regular, Peerless Red Label or the rye. I can never find everything else. But however, it's so funny because I'll send you pictures of bottles that you can't find at that cost, and I don't understand alcohol prices. It makes me laugh, it makes me chuckle, it makes me sad, and it makes me happy for all of you because like for instance, when Jack Daniel's 14 first dropped, I had a bottle before Al Gordon did. Now he's got two and has already finished one. But it took him a little while to find the JD 14 before, I was able to. But I don't like having to stalk stores. And not even stalk, but it's like being there at the right place at the right time. It's a very gratifying feeling. But my next job site I go to might be in Pennsylvania or West Virginia or like Northern Maryland. I've been at this job site for the past few months where during my break, literally when the Virginia ABC opens at 10 a.m., I can be there. Like maybe they stocked something last night, or that Eagle Rare I got for $42. They still have 2 or 3 bottles left because it was a late drop that day. The next job site I go to, I'm gonna go back to honestly, I don't know. Because if my next job site isn't in VA or anywhere close, it's like by the time I get there after work, I'm like, what's the point? I can join Discord groups, and I've actually met outside of YouTube, the local other guys where it's like, hey, what are you looking for? I'll sell you this, I'll sell you that. So, but Joe Unfiltered, you know, Alan, like networking is amazing, but it also takes a lot of work. And I'm spending literal time trying to spend money for something that doesn't cost me as much as to, like Joe Unfiltered. Dude, he scored a Pappy 15 for like amazing. But how often does that happen? Sorry, folks, I was rambling there. Let's see. Cheapest I see the JD14 in a while was 450. Yeah, dude. I would never. No, dude. DC will sell to you for slightly more. No. No, I was at that one store trying to get the guy to sell me the JD10 for slightly over 100, and as soon as I got him down to that price, the owner was like, "No, no, no, you can't sell it." I was like, "Dude." Joe, I know what Joe Unfiltered paid for that Pappy 15, but I'm gonna let him tell you. Or you can Google the cost. Triple Oak. Triple Oak, we talking about Angel's Envy? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta get better content. You guys are still here, and I love you all for it, but like, if I was just scrolling, I'd be like, but you guys are amazing. I think it's the Forearms and the Glencairn and Bruno is what it is. By the way, who was here Friday? Who was here Friday for that silliness? Because the way Friday's stream ended was mayhaps my best and worst moment ever in my life. So, anyone here Friday? If I was at your party, would you invite me back to your house? I gotta start putting polls in chat because the way Friday ended, would I invite me back to my own house? I think I would have, but with stipulations. I gotta get better eyes. I'm getting LASIK here soon. Let's see. Yeah, no, I did just disappear only because the phone died, buddy. Hey, what's up, Everett? My dude. Everett is goated. The only reason I have not made Everett a mod is because he doesn't know how YouTube works most of the time. And there's Rachie. Okay. How we doing, Governor? Listen, I'm late, but I'm about to... Dude, I totally... Listen. So, let me say this. I'm going to hit you all with a deep voice. I am a silly sort. I am not embarrassed to show myself, my thoughts, my feelings, my bottles. I'm not afraid to juggle things, right? I'm a silly sort. I fully acknowledge Friday was a very fun and crazy stream. I'm glad y'all showed up for it. One day you won't keep seeing this disparity. Is that the right word between this and that? But it's a lot of fun to fuck with people. Not that I'm fucking with you all, but you know what's crazy is I'm almost at 100 subs right now, and I think like a good 72 of them are trolls. No, I kid. I got my Colorado crew. I got my across the pond crew. I have not made you all any promises other than genuine conversation and silliness. And if you guys want to have side conversations in chat about sports, about this, about that, we all know how chat rooms work. You see someone in chat you've seen for a while, like, hey, how's your kid doing? How's this going? How's this going? You know, I don't like the way looking glasses. So I'll stream for a little bit like this, and then I'll put on my spectacles and try and catch up. Pretty soon, I'll have a laptop here. I won't have to worry about all that. But for me, this is fun. For you, I hope this is fun. Yeah. Less teeth? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I need Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, gel, that's it. Hold on. I'm looking at the teeth stream. Hold on. Do I have to cover my teeth? Hold on. Let's see. You are a true performance. Gel, I don't even try, dude. Well, I mean, I guess I do kind of. It's not even. Yeah, you're good. All right, hold on. Dude, Rachie is legit, Al Gordon. Yes, all right. I don't want to keep adding mods, but Everett has been my dude since like high school, but I don't, he doesn't even want mod. Hunter's laptop. Yeah, well, I've got a laptop and Andrew and Gel, shut up. No, I kid, but seriously. About this laptop. I've got a laptop, I've got an iPad. Oh, you guys are funny fucks. All right, so once again, yeah. This is once again if someone could pronounce that for me, the keepers release. I think it might be French. I think this bottle might be French. I'm not sure, but once again, it's bold oak toasted sweetness. Bold. The oak hits you not so much here, but here. Is it toasted? Y'all tell me. Is it toasted? It smells pretty toasted. Actually, you know what? No bullshit. I'm a silly sort, but if you were to buy this bottle, I fully recommend it at $75 to $85. Stores are going to charge you way more than that, but you actually do get that palate on it. I know, I've been silly. It's just a very tasty bottle. Like, what else do I tell you? If you guys have seen it on a shelf, if you want to buy it, I fully recommend it. Do not spend certain prices for certain things. Go check everyone else on my channel that follows me. Like, we don't buy bottles at a certain cost. Why? Because it's just fucking dumb. It's just fucking dumb. Tell you what, give me a rough estimate of what you people think Not you people. Wow. I'm going to get banned from YouTube. Not what you people think. What do you think? Just the value of what you see there is. And I'm doing a gangster lean. What's the value, just rough estimate of what you think it would cost you to fill your shelf with that? Oh, wait, is Rachel leaving now? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? All left. They do. $22,022. All right, so that's actually a pretty damn between Al and Gel. That's yeah, but did I spend that much? No. I will, and I know depending on what you hear, $2,000 is that a whole bunch. It's all relative. No, I did not spend $2,000 total for these bottles because one bottle of the straight rye can cost $3.50 in Maryland. If I were to be paying secondary, this is like $8,000 to $10,000 spent. That's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Nobody should ever have to spend that to, and and I'm not a tater. Well, I am a little bit, but you see me open bottles. No one should ever have to spend that much to fill a shelf with some damn decent stuff. About $3.50. That's funny. Straight right, $89. Yeah, and Al, I think I would pay up to $150 every day for a straight rye because it's that good, but never more than that. No, Joe, you're right. So some of them I did, but then again, others, like I said, I've got Stags. I paid 64. I've got the JD 14. I paid 150 for. You know, yeah, JP. Yeah, but your closet is other than Al Gordon's basement. I think JP's closet is about like my second favorite place that I want to visit. Worth more than my car. Yeah, it's about me too right now. Tell you what, guys, give me a second. I got to be right back. Duties, real quick. Not poo, but duties. Bruno, shut up. And we're back. What did I miss? What did I miss? Wait, hold on. What's... Okay, wow. That was... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Are people still here? Because... Hey, Will, what did you... That's new. You sent like a blue link, and when I clicked it by accident... Oh, never mind. My boy got a hot... Yes, thank you, Gel, for noticing. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, there's no way that you all heard my fucking... There's no way you heard my stream with the door closed. And if you did, thank you, because that makes me feel a certain way about myself. Y'all knew I had to piss. I didn't say it out loud. Y'all knew where I had to go. Y'all knew where I went. Y'all knew where I went, but there's no way y'all heard my piss with the door closed. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. And by the way, God delivered it. I signed for it. So I don't know what to tell you. There's no way. I hate you, Andrew. I cannot wait until we go on live together where I get to call you out on live and put you on the spot, and you have to put your face out there and be like, wait until you have to piss when you go live. That's all I'm saying, Andrew. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, buddy. I know you ain't scared. You ain't scared. Al Gordon, wow, your ears are of legend. Shit, I almost want to go live with Andrew right now, but it's a little late. Let's see. Hold on. Andrew knows I'm just fucking with him, by the way. I'll pee in a bucket, so it's not. No, I purposely left the stream and closed the door. Like, it's like I said, it makes me feel embarrassed and also proud of myself. So maybe because if I put music on in the background, there's a chance of because I'm not monetized, but I might get hidden. YouTube is the dumbest and funnest thing in the world. Yeah, Bruno, I see you. I know. What time is it? Hold on. You know what's funny? You usually check your phone for the time. Damn thing broke the sound barrier. All right, so Gel is the best of trolls. I love it. All right. Tell you what, guys, because I have to wake up early tomorrow and this and that, and tell you what, thank you all very much for every time that you take time out of your day to spend time with me. All of you that are my friends know that I take time out of my day, the same as you, to talk to you. It's really fun going live on YouTube just to shoot the shit, talk about random bottles, do this, do that. I absolutely plan on doing grilling streams, but it's going to be filmed at like mayhaps like a side angle where you got like, no, I kid. I'm not going to copy content, but I think we all have noticed here whose chat room is more interesting than others. Oof, 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 oof. 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 Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Oof. Um, thank you all very much for taking time out of your day. I would like to go live every day, but at this point, I have a decent job. I don't just work in the jobs I used to where it's like I'm struggling. I have a really, really good career. And this is a fun thing for me to do to connect with people, show myself because I'm not afraid to. And like I said, just chill and chat. If this channel gets famous one day, I hope it's because I get to pick my own barrels at a distillery. I want like I want a whiskey with waters barrel. I want a Jose de Aguas pick. I want this, I want that. And it's not selfish, but I'm also not seeking it. I love you all very much. Thank you for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here. You guys are amazing. So before I just end chat, let me put on my spectacles. Let everyone say goodbye to each other. No, I'm kidding. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm trying to go live still 2 to 4 days a week. Also, I'm not going to step on anyone's toes out of respect. If Joe Unfiltered is going live, Whisker's going live, other people are going live. I'm not about like this channel is not about making money. It's just about being silly. So once again, happy Father's Day to all the men in chat yesterday. And one last time on that note, I laughed my ass off seeing it, and it's every year. We do both jobs. You know what? Shut. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Today is not, you have 364 days out of the year. You have a birthday month. I am so sorry that you're 3 to 6, 8 kids from. Let the men have their day. Let the men that are fathers that show up. Let the men that have custody that have been there show up. Like, let them have the respect. Stop letting every day be about you. And by the way, fellas, we had our day. Now let's go back to working our ass off to take care of the women in our life. We had our day. Let's go back. I love you all very much. Let's see. I still don't know how to end a stream properly. Joe, you and I will help pick the barrel. Yes, you will. You want the hard R? Okay. Like Jordan Peterson said, what? No. So before I ramble, I'm going to ramble. My niece turns 15 this month. I'd rather have a 15-year-old nephew because at least I can teach him how to treat women. It's a lot harder to teach young women how to be treated by men. And I get scared because I'm going to be that guy polishing his gun like, you want to date my daughter? But at the same time, you all know you have friends where they had amazing parents, but like they still have shit kids. I really wish I had, dude. I'm catching myself right now. You guys get me honest. maybe it's a selfish notion. I want a man like me to find my niece. Someone that is completely silly, completely this, completely that, who makes mistakes, but at the end of the day is a damn decent dude. Because that's all you want. Mothers want a really good woman for their sons, and fathers and uncles want a all we want is decent people for those that our family finds. But when you got to, it's yeah. So I do remember the bottles like a twisted square. If you is that a tequila you're talking about, Andrew? Jill, I'm gonna have to maybe take you away from mod because I rambled and I completely missed conversation here. Yeah, Joe, you missed me pee, dude. It was apparently a solid stream. Solid stream. Take these glasses off and back up. Oh. Anyway, for the fifth, sixth, seventh time, I have to wake up early tomorrow. I really enjoy going live, and also makes me reflect at the same time because it's like I'm literally sitting here for the whole world to see. Like, and thank you all very much. The chat gets so damn silly sometimes. It's amazing. Yeah, but Joe, I was thinking earlier, you know what? I'm gonna do one tiny little bit more. No, you know what? Like I said, you don't see me pouring that much. You know what's crazy? I'm just now remembering. At the beginning of the stream, I mentioned why I was thankful for today, but also I was pissed at my boss today because I went into work. He was like, "Oh, I see you showed up all week last week." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, there's been a couple weeks where we haven't been able to be there every week." You guys all know these kind of men bosses where they like to make snide comments in front of your fellow coworkers. Anyway, so I call him Dick Ass Buttnuts. His name is Dick Ass Buttnuts, right? DABN. He's dabbing. Dick Ass Buttnuts. Dabbing. Dick Ass Buttnuts. Anyway, so Rob, Dick Ass Buttnuts, dabbing. I'm at work today, and I walk in, and he's like, in front of my coworkers, he's like, "Oh, were you here every day last week?" You all know me. So what do? I say everything or I say nothing. Sign my name in on the sheet. And he said, "Yeah, son, I know you heard me talking to you." I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did you just call me son? Did you just call me son? Did you just fucking call me son? He's like, "Well, you didn't respond to me the first." No, you don't call me son. You're not my dad. And on this current job site, you're not my foreman. You are just a current coworker. And I've been waiting for this moment, right? And after I said that, I didn't keep going. Sat back. He's like, "Well, have you figured your life situation out? Are things going well? Did you do the?" No, wait, hold on. What? See me, I'm trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt. No, he was a complete fucking cunt of a person. Excuse me. Cunt. But so he was like, have you figured out your situations in life yet, son? I was like, I'm not your son. It's like, well, you know what? You need to figure out your life situation because you're missing too much work. I was like, okay, well, that's your opinion. I have shit that pops up in life. He's one of those old guys that prides himself on the fact that when his father was apparently no longer alive, that he was back at work the next day. Okay, so you're unfucked, unsucked. You pride yourself on work. You get mad at me because instead of making overtime on a Saturday, I went and found some amazing fucking pussy. Excuse me, chat, but I don't understand the actions of other humans. And I'm railing right now, and I really don't care. But when I go to my job and I work my dick into the dirt and I have old people that all they do is pride themselves in their burnout, your wife sucks, your life sucks, your kids suck. The only thing you have in your life is being a one-time foreman on a job for one construction company. Like, so many of y'all are married and just miserable. I'd rather be single and doing this right now than just dealing with a woman or like, what's more fun right now? This, I can sit and reflect, or I've got, no, you know what? I will never again deal with bullshit at work and bullshit at home. You give me one or the other. But no, I'm taking bullshit at work over bullshit at home. Go home after a 12-hour workday and your ex asks you why you haven't started dishes or laundry yet. Do it for me, Poppy. What is this? Love these. I don't even know if my comments are still actually showing up live right now. I do see in that. Tell you what time is it? Someone give me a time check. What's my time check right now? (9:30) Central, so that's 11:30 my time. Okay. Yeah, then I definitely need to get to sleep because, let's see, tomorrow is Tuesday. I carry the one. Yeah, I definitely gotta get to sleep. So I tell you what, I'm definitely gonna wrap this up now. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining in. This has hopefully been another interesting installment of Whiskey with Waters, you know. That's a wrap. Good stuff. All right. So, on that note, thank you, mods. I am going to wrap this up. Mods, thank you very much. Love you all. Yeah, Joe, we're going to get a long form video soon. All right, guys. Hold on real quick. I've gone back and forth between glasses. I very much plan on having a just normal stream soon. Once again, thank you all. very, very much for tuning in. Hold on, Joe. How do I end the video? I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see.